Samir Baisal Woods, better known by his stage name, Little Lucifer, blew up in 2016 with his debut hit, Money Longer. Prior to this, he had released 2 mixtapes, but Money Longer was his first official single. Today, we're discussing why some rappers appear not to be able to stand Baby Pluto, so stay right where you are. First off, let's discuss his beginnings. Little Lucifer was born in Francisville, Philadelphia in 1994. He was always interested in rap, having grown up listening to various rappers, starting with Mike Jones and expanding to Wiz Khalifa and Meek Mill, who he said influenced his rhythm. The rapper also called himself a big Marilyn Manson fan, among other stars of rock music. Woods has been rapping since he was 10 years old. When he was still a teenager, he formed his first rap group, Steaktown, with his friends, which disbanded when he was 17 years old. He seriously started to focus on rap in 2010, going by just Vert, which he said stood for vertical. At the start of 2014, he released his first EP titled Purple Thoughts Volume 1. He has said he focused on his lyricism with the EP, which he would go on to prioritize less in his career. The EP was described as funk, a subgenre of hip-hop and rap with trippy production. Woods has since gone on to be labeled as an emo rap artist. The EP put Woods on the radar for rap music, and he was soon noticed by more famous artists such as the renowned ASAP Mob. By this time, he had changed his name to Little Lucifer. So when did fame come? We're discussing this next, so don't go anywhere. Uzi London rose to fame after he released his first album, Love Is Rage 2, which was a sequel to his Love Is Rage mixtape. The album was released in 2017 and met with instant success, debuting at number 1 on the US Billboard 200. The song features 3 hit singles, EXO Tour Life, The Way Life Goes, and Sauce It Up. EXO Tour Life received the most traction, peaking at number 7 on the United States Billboard Hot 100 list. Since then, it has been streamed over 1 billion times on Spotify. Woods featured on Migos' song Bad and Bougie from their Culture album, which debuted at number 1 on the United States Billboard Hot 100 charts. He has since featured alongside several other top-selling artists such as A$AP Rocky, Quavo, and Frank Ocean. Woods had decent success with Eternal a Take in 2018, featuring tracks such as Bigger Than Life and Silly Watch. What's your favorite C-Lab vertical jam so far in his fledgling career? And now we take a look at some more of his influences. Little Lucifer first picked up a microphone in high school. He spent countless hours honing his craft, making sporadic trips to New York City in order to record through his friend William Ashton's Studio Connection. Along the way, he carved out a distinct style that reflects his love for Wiz Khalifa as much as it does for his passion for Marilyn Manson, as we previously mentioned. But what else does the rapper credit with adding to his unique sound? I take influences from everything and I put them into what I do, he says. It's really a delicate balance and it's something I'm proud of. You can wear skinny jeans and still be hard. So why is he not appreciated by some other rappers? Stay where you are to find this out and what T-Pain said. T-Pain delivered a passionate rant recently telling young up-and-coming rappers, Uzi included, to give him some original shit. In a recent Twitch stream, the rapper delivered an emotional rant about how the music industry lacks originality in this current day and age. He specifically calls out young MCs who appear to copy today's biggest stars. In the broadcast, audiences can hear T-Pain say, "You know when your sounds like somebody else's? You're making it because you think because you're in the studio, like, what's the #1 record right now? We need to make another one of those. Stop doing that. Stop. You're not original. Give me some original language, please, Mr. Pain. Language. You're gonna get us in trouble here." He doubles down on his opinion, putting young artists on blast for failing to produce unique sounds of their own. T-Pain adds, "Stop. Just effing do something else. God damn it. Do some different music. We have all that you're doing. We already have it. We have Little Baby. We have DaBaby. We have Little Lucifer. We have Little Yachty. We have Little Everybody. Do something else. That's it. That's all we want." T-Pain seems pretty passionate about it. What do you think about young artists all sounding the same? Stay tuned to find out what Dr. Dre had to say. Following T-Pain's 5-hour Twitch live stream rant about up-and-coming rappers having no unique sound, legendary rapper and producer Dr. Dre voices agreement as per an Instagram post. Dre agrees with the MC, stating that new artists are coming up with sounds that are completely identical as there are too many similarities to their sonics and cadences. We couldn't imagine one of today's artists coming out with work anywhere near Dr. Dre's seminal 2001 album. What's your favorite piece of work by Dr. Dre? Next, we look at the inspiration behind some of his tattoos. Little Uzi's main purpose for his face was so he wouldn't get hired for a job again. The first face tattoo he got was the word faith tattooed on his forehead. He did it so nobody would hire him and he could focus on his rap career. Lil Uzi now has over a dozen face tats. As good reason as any, we guess. Do you have tattoos? What are your inspiration for yours? Let us know below. Where did his name come from then? We will reveal all that next, so stay where you are. He got his stage name after a guy approached him and told him he rapped fast like a little machine gun. From that moment, he was Little Uzi. Uzi. The vert stands for vertical because that's why he wanted to go in the industry. Straight up. It's crazy how some guys' rap names come out. What would your rap name be if you could spit bars? So what about his relationship with his best friend, Grandma? Before being the megastar that he is today, Uzi worked as a stock boy at Bottom Dollar store in Philadelphia. I had a job for effing 4 days, said Uzi during an interview. I couldn't do it. I'm not normal. I was in there just thinking, why am I doing this? After quitting the only job he ever had, Mama Uzi decided to send him to his grandma's house. Grandma Vert was very supportive for her grandson's rap career, and she knew he had the potential to make good music one day. Grandma gifted him both Mike Jones and Ying Yang Twin CDs. My grandma was with it all the time, and my grandma was like, go ahead, bro. Like, yeah, I know you're gonna make it. Like, yeah, just do it. I can't ever imagine my grandma buying me a Ying Yang Twin CD. How would you? So what's his connections with ASAP Mob? Let's find out. ASAP Mob co-founder Steven Yams Rodriguez gave Uzi his first music industry props. In early 2014, when Uzi was only 20 years old, the late ASAP Yams gave him the shout-out that would help parachute Uzi's career to heights that he could never imagine, making him the first to champion the Philly native online. He was the first ASAP member I ever spoke to. He was a real genius with it. He remembers an interview in 2016, I started sitting back and looking at how he was putting things together and making everything move. Just him being him. Although Uzi never had the opportunity to meet Yams in person due to his longtime struggle with drugs, Uzi believes that Yams had faith in him and believed that he would make it big. Must have been dope to get a shout out from a member of such an influential group at such a young age, right? What does the future hold for the Money Longer rapper? Lil Uzi Vert says his next album will be legendary. Good to see he's modest. During an Instagram live session earlier this year, the Philly MC revealed that he's getting ready to release another project. Bro, I'm gonna drop an album, bro. He said, I'm gonna lie, I'm gonna go hard. Everybody that doubted me, I'm still gonna accept y'all right back because the more the merrier. I'm not gonna say this is hard because I don't even know what's hard no more. This is gonna be legendary though. I know that. I'm not on no lame Since the live stream, we know the album will be entitled Forever Young. What do you guys think about Lil Uzi Vert? Let us know in the comments below. As always, thanks for tuning in and feel free to give us your own thoughts and opinions in the comments below. And remember to tune in next time, guys. Catch you on the next one.